So, it's an end of an era for BTCC. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the final round of the BTCC Championship. We're here at Brand Hatch for qualifying, and then we go into the sprint and feature race. I am your commentator Rahul Patel, and I am joined today by someone who is unfamiliar to the commentary booth, but he will be commentating with us for the first time ever. And ladies and gentlemen, it's Blake Moore.
Good morning, good afternoon, gentlemen. This is Blake Moore speaking.
Yep. So, how are you feeling? How are you today?
A bit right. To be honest, mate, I'm feeling pumped up for the final race of the entirety of the era. Well, it's before until Chamcar replaces BTCC, and let's get this qualifying started.
Of course, there is no rain going into qualifying, and of course, just to know that the championships, well, the drivers' championship and the teams' championship have been won, but not the manufacturers' championship. And Prix should just only need 1 point to
And
win the manufacturers' championship.
don't forget the countback.
Yeah, of course, of course, on countback, they can still win on countback. So, yeah. And of course, it can't be won in qualifying, as what Joseph Willis has just pointed out in the chat. So, yep, and we've got qualifying underway. Who will beat the first car on track? And it is Jafari Blackwood is going to be the first one out on track. The final ever qualifying session for BTCC.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, Blackwood coming around turn 2. Of course, this track is pretty short and pretty quick and could produce good racing. And in qualifying, you may see pretty much traffic everywhere, even in the first run. So some drivers could get compromised from this.
Yeah, speaking of compromising, and this track can bite really hard if you make a mistake around here. So you need to be careful if you need to put your car in the right corners at the right time. Otherwise, you'll be off into the wall. So yeah.
Yeah, indeed. One mistake and your race could be completely ruined. As Blackwood, so far, he's been beaten by his teammate in the championship. At the moment, he's third in the championship. He's behind Bruno De Barros, who's in second in the championship. So could have gone worse for him, but if he can get second in the championship, he will have to do everything he can. So far, at the moment, no traffic, so that's good. Of course, there's a longer layout for Brand Sanchez. Blackwood starts his lap, going for turn 1. Nice and easy. Keep accelerating. Now going in turn 2. Get in. Now into turn 3. As we'll wait and see what will be his first sector point. It's a 24-9 in the first sector. We'll see what the others can do.
Because it's just going through Pilgrim's drop now. Going through Hawthorne, and then Derek, and then West Bend.
Yeah, but of course you know the names quite well, and of course you have been in Brad Touch as well, so yeah, pretty familiar for you. As now he sets a 59-8 in the middle sector, sorry to interrupt.
I think we should check on everyone else who's in the first sector.
We'll wait until they cross the line. We'll wait until Blackwood crosses the line, as he is going to cross the line right now. 118.3. Sazonov beats it. He's in the 117s. Peter only 21 thousandths off, goes second. Flanagan third. Stewart in fifth. 7 tenths off. Now Toby Holloway. He goes fastest, 117.6. Arford goes quickest, 117.5. Brendan Jackson goes fourth. Miriam FG, the Volvo, he goes seventh. Blake Moore, he goes 10th. Ian Carpenter goes ninth. Villeneuve goes eighth. Johannes Martins goes third. Rubini Gonzalez goes ninth. Almeida goes ninth. Borges goes 13th. De Barros now goes fourth. Zachary Fitzwater next across the line goes 17th. Mutka goes 13th. Nielsen goes 12th. Mikhail Moratelli, he's next across the line, goes ninth. Jake Tildesley, he's going to be next across the line. See where you can go. He goes fifth. And that's everyone. That's the lap done for everyone so far. For top, and just to point out, Sazonov and Jackson at the exact same lap time.
Yep, Jackson's currently on the pace of the BTCC champion, and Holloway is about like 53 couple tenths off Michael Arfield. So looks like the Brit has to catch the Irishman if he wants to get pole position.
Yep, indeed. Of course, anything can happen. He does, and there's a lot of time to find. So, yeah, going back into the garages. Go far off-field quickest. And we'll wait and see who will get out first on the second runs. And of course, I do believe that one driver will get left behind.
This feels like a one-shot qualifying every single time. Like they all go out, and then they just complete one lap and just go in. That's how qualifying works, but this track is really sure that you can just do almost a one-shot qualifying that everyone can go out on. Or am I just talking rubbish?
Not much, but yeah. Well, now you've said that, Joe. I'm glad that Yuri hasn't said anything about that. And now Blackwood's out first for the second runs.
God damn it, Yuri.
Of course. The classic. Now I will pretend I didn't say anything about what you have said, Joe. But yeah, I can't take it back, but he said what he said. Alright, Sazonov also out on track, so the two teammates are on track first. Blackwood lost the title to his team, lost the championship to his teammate last round, and he's just hoping he can get second in the championship.
Well, the battle for second is a really tight. I think it's like second to 10th. That basically someone between from second to 10th could get second place in the final round of this season. But let's see what happens. To be honest, the Vauxhalls and the Peugeots are on pace, but except for Blake Moore, who's currently down in P22 with a 1 minute 35 off the leader. Oh, I think Blackwood's gonna get held up in traffic, and
He's just ahead of the Volvo, so that's good, but he's closing on the car ahead of him. So don't know who that is. Couldn't tell. Could see from the rear. I think that's Bruno de Barros. That he's getting held up by Bruno de Barros. Let's see what he does in the first sector. 24.6. He's up on Arthur, but yeah, looking how close he is to the Barros, I'm convinced he's gonna lose time.
yeah,
Well, he's only 8 tenths slower than Arthur, but he's going for the move. And this has got to be important, which he has done, pretty much an important move. But this is he's very likely to compromise Bruno de Barros' lap, so that's not good for de Barros. But de Barros is trying to fight back. As now we get into the middle sector point. He's 72 thousandths down on Arfield, so it looks like it ain't a bad lap, but pretty much the overtake was pretty important. If he didn't overtake him, he would have been really compromised. As
indeed.
now he's gonna cross the line. Right now he goes quickest. He takes provisional pole away from Michael Arfield.
What you said about it will be an alright lap again, now he's just put it on the front row. Nice going. Andrei Sazonov is actually not. Is actually having a terrible second lap of despite being a champion so far. Hopefully he doesn't bottle it. Here comes Sazonov, crosses the line, and 1 second off of his time, and also my computer's gonna die. Crikey.
Nice one. Ian Carpenter next across the line. Where can he go? He goes 10th. He's in the top 10. Marvel Koenig. He's 3 times down on Blackwood in the middle sector at the moment. Can't tell where he is. He's 11th in the order. So we'll see where can he go. Can he improve? He can't. He couldn't improve. Now Jake Tildesley next across the line. He goes up to 4th. Media doesn't improve. Arwood, can he take Paul back? No, he can't. Holloway, he can't improve. Patrick Borges, he goes 17th. I go Peter, he goes 5th. And Bruno de Barros, he improves. He goes 2nd actually. If she takes pole position now from Blackwood.
God damn it.
Stewart goes 11th. Now Newville goes to the top. It's a Volvo 1-2 at the moment. Now Brandon Jackson doesn't improve. Rubinho Gonzalez doesn't improve. Lake Moore goes 17th. Emil Nielsen doesn't improve. Zachary Fitzroy next across the line. Can he get out of last place? He can, but only up to 21st. Now Mutka, can he improve? He can push Fitzroy down to last, which he doesn't. He stays in last. He couldn't improve. Martins next across the line. He couldn't improve either. And that's pretty much the second run's done. So at the moment, Newville tops the timings with FG in second, Jafari Blackwood third. At the moment, it's a Volvo 1-2 at the moment.
Well, how I like to call it, it's a van 1-2 because they legit look like vans, to be honest.
Hey, vans. Like nothing like that to me. Yeah, Newville found pretty much a lot of time, and that's pretty much a good lap for Newville to be over 10th quicker than their teammate Mirinevci.
Yeah, indeed. And I thought Jafari Blackwood had an absolute had an okay lap to go pole position, but the two Volvos or the Vogel fans are just doing really well.
It shows that he has a lot of time to find. If he wasn't compromised by the Bros, he could find a lot more time, mostly in the middle sector. Speaking of Blackwood, he's on track first once again.
Justin Villas, the estate, that's estate cars for you. Yeah,
Estate cars for you.
Yeah, estate cars. Okay, Jafari Blackwood is on his second run. Third run, sorry.
It's for his third run. He's in third. He's only over 2.5 temps down on Newville. It shows that I think with that improved lap time he did last run, it shows that there is a lot of time to improve. Oh, it's Jeremy Clarkson says perfect car for a 17-year-old. Oh,
You
classic.
said that live on stream.
I mean, classic.
I mean, yeah, but you legit said that on stream. I think we have to sack you in 5 seconds because we're owned by Liberty Media now.
Oh, no.
Anyways.
We were not owned by Americans. This is the British Touring Car Championship, not the American Touring Car Championship.
Yeah,
We don't have races in the US.
No. Anyways, Jafari Blackwood is he going to improve on his time? Well, no.
Unfortunately, he's way down in the first sector. I think it shows that he had a lot of slipstream from the barrels, and that pretty much helped him. But we'll see when we get to the middle sector. And Joe just points out one of the masters stuck, but hopefully that will be cleared in time. So hopefully no one gets compromised. Newville's on track, so is FG. So I assume that no one will be compromised.
Yeah,
Blackwood on
100%.
8 temps down, so yeah, it doesn't really look like there's an improvement. And
Yeah, he's
pretty
looking
much
much more.
slipstream from the barrels kind of helped him then, but we'll see.
It's a pit lane glitch. You gotta be
Yeah,
joking.
yeah, yeah. It is Mutka, I think, and it's holding up multiple cars actually.
Yeah.
So that ain't good, and that's pretty much that. I think that's pretty much confirming the last two on the, the last row of the grid, which is a big shame. Yeah, Moratelli, pretty much interesting tactics from Master, to be fair. Yeah, Moratelli
Oh,
next to cross the line, he doesn't improve.
or telling, you need to turn right.
Yeah, Borgi
Oh,
doesn't
sorry,
improve.
my
Oh,
hand just gone.
yes. Oh yeah, this Sazonov has an engine problem, very unusual, and he had it way before going into the middle sector point as well.
Don't crash into anybody, mate. Just please.
Well,
Um,
Blackwood's not on lap, of course, he's on the in lap. Tildesley, of course, there's the yellow flag at the final corner.
going into
Here
steadies.
is
Through Derek, to Koenigsberg, and then West Bend, and then he's gonna come up to Dingledale.
Dingodale. I like that corner.
It's very unique sounding corner that.
Yeah, well, no, unfortunately for Tildesley, he's 7 temps down on Newville in the middle sector, so doesn't really look like he's going to improve either. It's Nielsen and Mutka left to run, but unfortunately for Mutka, he's pretty much stuck. Actually, Nielsen
And
came in, so yeah, it was only Mutka who was left behind, but he was just stuck.
looks like Blake Moore and Bruno De Boris actually finally got out of a Mazda Death Trap, which is the Brands Hatch pit lane.
Maybe he goes 10th. Borky couldn't improve. Holloway couldn't improve. Neither did Evchi.
And
In
Carpenter,
Carpenter, yep, he's next across the line.
eh,
Where can he go? He stays where he is in 14th. Newville couldn't improve. Jackson and Peter side by side having a battle. I think Peter did improve. Gonzalez, he can't improve. Harford's on the lap, so is Fitzroy, so is more. Um,
they're not on lap yet, so I think we should do like an onboard lap of the Brands Hatch circuit because I'm so bored.
well, we're looking at a battle between
Almost free riding.
Borky, FG.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree, Yuri.
the DTM ones were good, but holy cow. Yeah, Holloway, of
I
course,
think
he
Holloway
ain't
already
gonna
completed that.
improve.
I think
Yeah,
Holloway.
he's on the in lap, but he's pretty much battling. Was battling.
I think Arfield, Bruno De Barros, and Blake Moore are on a lap. So
Carpenter
uh,
already did a lap, so yeah, Newville already did a lap. He is also coming in.
sorry, that's actually very disappointing. This third run for Voval. I expect them to be directly on the pace. So this track can shift into people's favors by the minute.
Yep, as the Barrows and Arfield are close to each other, and pretty much Arfield's getting pretty much compromised by this, and the Barrows can improve, neither did Arfield. Fitzroy improves, goes to 15th, more improves, goes up to 15th. Um, Someone else crossed the line, yeah, they didn't improve. Stewart is on the lap. He's only 2 temps down on Newville, so could be decent. Could get himself into the top 5, and he goes third.
Free.
Yep. Indeed, goes third as Nelson's now out on track. Of course, Mutka's stuck, unfortunately, and he's very likely to start last, which is a big thing for him.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, because
yep. No, Nelson only in 20th. He's 8 tenths down on Newville. He could find some time to improve, but we'll see what happens. Comes around the final corner, and he's gonna start the lap. He could get held up, but we'll see. He's just ahead, so he's fine for now.
Unless he gets lucky with a slipstream, but you don't want to get stuck behind the car for too long, otherwise you're gonna lose loads of time. I mean, Jafari Blackwood can use the slipstream to perfection as he did on the second run, but this is the fourth run, and the fifth one's will be the final one to determine qualifying. And Edwin Nielsen has actually done a really good first sector actually. So I mean, Nielsen could go for I don't know, like 12 to 7th. I think he could do well.
Yeah, he's only a tenth off in the first sector, but it's pretty much the middle sector that can determine things. So he's going to not lose too much time in the middle sector. So if he wants to be in the top 10, yeah. As we're getting near to that middle sector point, and let's see what he's gonna do. He's off second down on Newville. I do assume he's still improving. You can't really afford to lose like 3 tenths in the final sector. So he comes around the final corner, and he's gonna cross the line. Let's see where this is gonna go. It's only up to 14th actually for Nilsson.
Simon Mutka.
And yeah, of course, there is a big traffic jam from Mutka's start car.
Like it's M25, isn't it?
And well, Sazonov, I think I looked at it again. I think he was only 3 tenths down only a tenth down on his personal best. And yeah, it doesn't really look like it's a good lap. And unfortunately, he ain't gonna improve. He's way down in the middle sector. 3 tenths down on his personal best and 8 tenths down on Newville. So doesn't look good.
Can
Yep.
sort this out, this pit lane? This is just so cursed. Just please, I actually beg someone just to fix it. This is just kind of another level.
Media is next. He's on a lap. He's only 9 tenths down, and he's pretty much not going to improve. Where is he at the moment? He's in 11th yet. He's way off, and he's very likely not going to improve. He's going to stay where he is. It's clearing out for now, but it's not gonna. It's gonna ruin pretty much most drivers' laps. So it's very much not good. Vastly underwhelming. Holloway 2 tenths down on Newville in the first sector. Don't think it's a personal best, so pretty much not the best start to a lap. And as you see a bow right behind, on the background. We won't cut to that, we just need to focus on the lap for Toby Holloway. It's pretty important. Let's see what he does in the middle sector. He's half a second down, so yeah, it doesn't really look like he's going to improve, unfortunately.
Here comes Holloway coming out of the final couple of corners now, and it looks like everyone's just clearing the traffic. Holloway's.
Carpenter goes 5th.
Here comes the rest of the
Martelli. He doesn't improve. I go Pierre. He's on a lap. He comes around the first sector point. He's a 10th down on Newville in the first sector. Assuming it should be a personal best. Can't quite tell, but we'll wait and see going into the middle sector. If he can gain time, we'll see. He is in 10th at the moment. Can he improve from 10th? We'll find out.
Just coming through the Field and Dingledale in the Chinese section of the track.
Yep, and he's getting to the middle sector point, and he's 2 tenths down, so looks like he can improve. He's not losing too much time, so
I think Peter
he
can
could
do it.
improve by a little bit, but he could stay where he is,
I
or he
think
can move up to pretty much P8.
Yeah.
We'll see as he crosses the line, goes up to P8, as I said. Now Marvel Koenig, he's next to cross the line, and he can't improve. And Gonzalez is pretty much compromised. That pretty much sums up his season.
I agree with that. Because that sums up the season pretty well. Because he only scored a couple of points, which is at Silverstone. And why is Blake just stuck in the pit lane?
Just stuck. Unfortunately, it's always from Whitaker.
Okay, he's going out.
The corner guy in finish.
Yeah.
Enough of that. We move on to Patrick Borges, who's on a lap. He's in 21st at the moment, and I don't know if he was on a personal best in the first sector. And I tell we didn't. We pretty much missed that. As now we're going for the middle sector point. He's only 6 tenths down in the middle sector. He can't really afford to lose a lot of time. Pretty much less than 3 tenths in the final sectors. So yeah. It could be around like where Morris for 16th, but we'll see. As he crosses the line, he improves, only goes 20th.
Villeneuve actually extended the lead in full pole position as he crosses the line now, and I don't think she'll do it. Yes, she can even improve on her.
Yeah, Martins didn't improve either. And then Jackson, I think he's not far off, but he can't improve on this personal best either, so he wasn't far from it. But yeah, meanwhile, Bruno de Barros, he goes up to third.
P3, that's a pretty good lap.
It could be
Behind
good for him to keep second in the championship. Michael Arfield, he can't improve. More on the lap. Stewart couldn't improve. Zachary Fitzroy, he's next across the line. He can't improve. Jafari Blackwood, he's not going to improve. Maybe his setup could be really bad, and that's pretty much costing him a lot.
Yeah.
Seems like P5 is an unusual position for him.
Yeah, I think Jafari Blackwood is used to the shorter layout Brands hatch compared to this layout because I remember him just being an absolutely dominant for that layout only. So I don't think he'll be that good. The new reveal is going to come into the pits.
Yep, and with Sazonov and Jackson on the same lap, so pretty much editing for Yuri, which is Bird Gele.
Don't say that ever again.
Oh no, I've made him depressed. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Blake is going to get held up so much from the Peugeot.
How much? But we'll see. It could be useful for him. He's only 19. Isn't no, he's 16, sorry. Yeah, he couldn't improve him. That wasn't the best. And it could be down to a failed attempt of an overtake. You know, Sazonov. And yeah, Blackwood has to check a flag. And yeah, Sazanov's not going to improve. He's way down.
A bit embarrassing for the BTCC champ. I think when the clock hits 1 minute 17, I think qualifying is over.
Media next. He's on the lap. He's only 6 tenths down. Of course, we have 2 minutes remaining. Let's see where he can go. He is using the slipstream from Moratelli. We could tell that is Moratelli because Butka's in the pits and he's just stuck.
It's the Mukta. It's the Simon Mukta show, and he's just parked where the hell he fancies.
Holloway, he's next to cross the line. Will be his last run, of course, and yeah, he couldn't improve. more, believe you, yeah, he's coming into the pits. This session over. Seriously, he's not going to improve. Should be session over at the moment. Newville's on pole position. He could take it. Well, we'll see. And yeah, Tilsley, yeah, he ain't gonna improve. He's gonna stay where he is in 10th. Most of the drivers are coming out on track, but it's pretty much too late. FG will have one more run. Nelson's on a lap. He's nearly 4 times down on Newville in the middle sector. And
So I think,
Nelson at the moment, yeah, you can go.
yeah, Nielsen will be on a good lap, and his team worked out again. Here comes Nielsen, goes P13. Pretty good lap from the Estonian. Yeah, Miran actually will have one more lap.
Yeah. Moratelli, he's next across the line. He cannot improve. He's 19th.
Alamira has 100% finished his or hers. I don't know which pronoun. Finished.
Well, we have 10 seconds left on the clock. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Checker flag is out. Going across the line. He can't improve. Tilsley is on an in lap. He's going to come into the pit. Peter, he's not going to improve. The Barrels doesn't have time for another run. We're going to look at Mirinevci. He could take pole position away from his teammates.
Yeah, the Swedish driver is currently on massive pace at the moment. Let's have a look at the second sector through the complex of corners. 2 seconds.
Two attempts.
Yeah, 2 attempts. Go through.
2 seconds is how.
It goes through clearways, through Clark Curve. Goes on the main. Go onto the Brabham Straight. Tries to get as many slipstream as possible from the Renault, and he doesn't get pole position. So it's Neuville, and it's a Volvo 1-2 at Brands Hatch.
Well, Carpenter's on a lap, and yeah, of course he can't improve either. And I think that could be the session done. Coronage
Yeah.
just on a slow lap, and yeah, that's pretty much session done. Unfortunately, well, Southern Austin Jackson still with the same lap, so pretty much some editing to do. Of course, Yuri's gonna do some editing for 14th and 15th. Of course, Nero takes pole position as the session is over from FG in second. So it's a Volvo 1-2.
I saw that the Volvos actually did pretty well at the Indy layout at the start of the season, but they did not. They actually did pretty well this session, but and Neuville will get some points for qualifying. But remember, this is only qualifying. There's 2 races on the line for points, so you're gonna be. 2 things about racing. Number 1, get any advantage you can, and number 2, stay out of trouble.
Yep, pretty much. But everyone needs to do still trouble, but we know that some of them can't.
Yes, yeah, especially the first corner Brands Hatch, because the Brands Hatch first corner could be absolutely chaotic for all I know.
Especially when it's raining. And yep, the stream on our screen has gone. And bear in mind, we will be back for the sprint race.
Do you think I'm annoying or something? Right.
I don't think we should talk about that here because we are just going to be waiting.
Yeah.
And we are back for, for the sprint race, a 14 lap sprint race here at Brands Hatch, and we are here for the grid as we're gonna do 4.4 first with me, then with Blake, and then we go on and on. So we have Bella Neuville on pole position, followed by Miriam in second of Volvo front row, followed by Bruno De Barros, the Vauxhall in third, and James Stewart in fourth in the Renault.
In P5, we got the Peugeot of DeForest Blackwood and the Irishman of Ian Carpenter in P6. Michael Arfield, he's in the team with when Jesus Perrin actually won the World Championship, BTCC champion. Okay. Igor Peter is in the German, is in P8.
Um, Followed by Toby Holloway in P9. We have Jake Tilsley in P10. We have Jonas Martins in P11, and then Julian Almeida in P12.
Wrong way car is Emil Nilsson. The other Peugeot is Andrei Sazonov. Brandon Jackson in the Nissan, and the young Britman of Blake Moore.
Yep. And Zachary Fitzroy in P17, followed by Marvo Koenig in 18th, Kyle Moratelli in 19th, and Patrick Borgi in 20th.
The two back row cars are Rabina Gonzalez and Simon Mukhtar in the Mazda, who's in P22.
Yep, and we have no rain for the sprint race, and we get this going for the final
Needs no
sprint
drama.
race. Yeah, but for the final sprint race of BTCC, who's gonna win? Can Persia win the Manufacturers Championship? All they need to do is just score 1 point. That's just the basics. As we have
Go
5 lights, and we are racing in BTCC for one more time in for the sprint race. Newville's got a good start, covers off FG. FG's alongside, but Newville shuts the door. Newville continues to lead. FG could be under pressure by one of the Renaults.
Yeah, and it's all the back.
And we
Oh,
have a
there's a
yellow
huge fucking
flag.
what? Oh my
Oh!
goodness me!
Yep, that's Almeida is out of the race.
Yeah, there's loads of debris flying everywhere.
Yep, indeed. Oh, he must have hit his teammate. And then he gets a lot of airtime from one of the Persians. That's Sassanov as well. That's Sassanov who's got damage, I think.
Alameda almost flipped over twice, and now the Ford is out of the race.
Yep, and Sassanov, the champion, has damage, unfortunately. So that's one of the Porsches. I mean Persians. This is British Touring Car Championship. Why did I say Porsche?
This is not DTM.
Yeah. Somebody's definitely quoting that. That's James Stewart, who is having a go at Mirin FG. Now, Ian Carpenter's now behind with Bruno de Barros as well, so yeah, FG's starting to pull away a little bit, but it was mainly down to Stewart trying to have a go on him.
Italy and Bruno de Barros and and Carpenter trying to get past the Renault, and they're going to go through going down on the Bramble Straight, and Boonville sets the fastest lap, and here they go through the paddock bend, and Bruno de Barros got the advantage on Ian Carpenter.
Yep, indeed. So far, I think at the moment, well, Jafari Blackwood's in ninth at the moment. Was there a bit of a bump from Tilsley? No, not quite. Martin's actually got the move done up to 10th. Blackwood's still in ninth. At the moment, for the Manufacturers Championship, Persia will still win it.
However, Sazonov is in the pits and might get lapped by the Volvos, and here comes Bruno de Barros going through the dip on the Renault into 30s. And going side by side now into 30s, and I think Bruno de Barros might hang around down the inside of the Renault, but no, he has to concede for now, but he has to wait for next time.
Yep, indeed. I'm just gonna let Joe do the standings and see. So, yeah. Oh, and there's Peter.
That's gonna be huge for the constructors champion. Oh dear, Blake Moore's gone off, and I'm very close to the BMW, and yeah,
pretty much a good thing you voiced the BMW. That was good one.
That was pretty naughty behind the Mazdas, that's for sure.
Well, Peter pretty much made a mistake, lost the rear, and had no control of the car. And Blake Moore just gets forced off, just goes wide from that. And then, yeah, he had some room from the Mazda, but he just couldn't take it.
Yeah, I agree. And Carpenter, the Irishman, is trying to find a way to get past Bruno de Barros. Is just nowhere near. Yeah, the Vauxhall, who's currently in a sandwich, Ian Carpenter.
Yeah, indeed. So far, Martin's on gain 2 places. He's a ninth. Blackwood is an eighth, with Arthur in seventh. And of course, yep, Persia will still win the Manufacturers Championship as it stands.
They got a BMW out the fire.
We have one of the BMWs is ahead, which is although there's an attempt from Carpenter on the barrels, it didn't work. He could bring Holloway in there, which it has.
He tried to make a move down into Sheens, which is not a good ideal spot, but he's now on the pressure.
Oh, we have a yellow flag.
Yellow flag, and it's a Martins.
Martins. Oh. He did gain the most. He gained the most places out of the top 10. Or he made, I think, a similar mistake.
Similar mistake to Koenig.
Yeah.
One spinning off at Sheen's corner, 100%. So looks like the drivers couldn't figure out that corner just yet. I'm just gonna wait
Yep.
for Blake and start it off, I think.
Yep. Stewart's now set the first up in the Renault. The Renault deal Renault. And he's just trundling slowly. So there could be a chance he could get lapped. Unfortunately, he could ruin his race. But he has the feature race to have a chance on getting points. But break could be all but gone for him.
100%. And Carpenter is on the back of Bruno de Boris. He might have a go at Bruno de Boris into 30s, but it's a fairly optimistic move. But here comes in Carpenter down the Pilgrim's dip into 30s. Same one down the inside, and Bruno de Boris easily covers off the BMW.
Yep, and still. Yeah, Martins is still stuck there, unfortunately, and he's trundling in. Oh, someone else has gone off, and Holloway. That's a big incident,
It's a big one.
and that definitely confirms that himself and Martins are out of the race.
Also, yeah, JW97, and I think it was not Koenig, it was Peter.
Yeah, it was Peter. I think it was. It
Yeah,
was actually Peter, not Koenig.
yeah, that was our mistake, and we now we move on.
Yep, and Holloway pretty much made a similar mistake. He lost the back end, and yeah. The cover didn't save him, and pretty much he just went into the side of Martins. And yep, what Dennis just said, the famous good to stand in line, Hulk smash.
Or smash.
Yep. And
Oh,
Arthur's now up to fifth. Actually, he's got plus Carpenter.
so Arthur
Of
actually has
course.
got some decent pace in the Peugeot at the moment, so he can easily catch Bruno de Barros. I'm trying to say that with accent.
Well, now you said that, Joe. This is now suspicious, and now Arthur's now up to fourth.
You got him at one of the at 30s. That's pretty nice.
Yep.
Also,
Indeed.
I also mispronounced that. That's meant to be Hawthorne, the Hawthorne's Bend. Right.
Yep.
Anyways, move on from our mistakes. Nilsson can have a go at at the Hawthorns, and still side by side with the Ford of Jake Tilsley. Yeah, Jake
Yeah, it
Tilsley.
is Tilsley. I want to know because his teammates out the race.
We saw that on that
Yep,
Gonzalez.
and
How's it go?
ooh, he forces the Mazda off, basically ran out of road. Is that could be a penalty, but could get away with it then. But yeah, Gonzalez defending now.
The Touring Car Championship penalties do not even exist.
Actually, you could want to confirm that one if that would be a penalty for Gonzalez. If that, yep, confirmed. Gonzalez gets a 5-second penalty for overtaking under yellow flags. He's confirmed that. So, yeah. Jackson's now got past Tilsley. He's up to ninth, and the Barrows could be under pressure from Ian Carpenter once again.
Yeah, here they go, going through Pilgrim's dips. He's trying to have a go at Hawthorne's Bend, and Boris, like last time, covers him off.
Now the yellow flags have gone this time, so maybe it wasn't the best timing.
Who's gonna be the next victim at Shane's cheese? Wait, did I just say cheese? Right.
FG's got the gap down to 1.3 seconds to his teammate Neroville.
Maybe team modders, I don't know.
We'll see, there may not be. Carpenter Trying to have a go on De Barros. Couldn't quite get him at turn 1. Now more on the move on Borges for P15. He's trying to go on the inside at turn 1. Didn't quite make it stick.
This is kind of like the battle they had at Brands Hatcher at the start of the season, where they were right each other's throats. Here comes the Carpenter again, trying to get past Bruno De Barros on Pilgrim's Drop. Trying to go side by side, and he ends up thinks better with it and doesn't go for the move at Hawthorne.
Yep, indeed. He's gonna try here. You'll probably force him off. I think De Barros locked up a bit.
I think that's the wrong corner. Comes to follow Blackwood. Carpenter!
That was the corner you were talking about. And yeah, Carpenter runs out of road and spins around.
You spin me right round, baby, right round. Okay.
Everyone, he could be thinking, why did he not overtake the bus? And he's in the gravel. And of course, he would just about avoid the wall.
Because that's called a GP4 moment, and I think he's gonna get stuck right here, I think, yeah. And the next
That
guy,
now is a big problem, and he's trundling a bit, so yeah. That's now he's back up to normal speed, so now he's fine.
okay, that's good. Here comes Brandon Jackson, I think he's the only guy to do Grand Slams this season. I think he's the only guy to do the Grand Slam in the BTCC.
Joker could pretty much answer that one, so we'll wait for that. Also, Moore's gone up to 14th. He's got past Borgie.
Yeah, Blake Moore is actually pretty good on comebacks, to be honest, rather than racing, because as the best example of this is the Alton Park and Bathurst, so he might do it again. So Brands Hatch.
Jackson having a go.
Nelson's gone off.
Yep, Nelson goes off, and not goes for him. You'll be out of the points now. I think this is pretty much a typical corner where someone ahead will just go off. They're gonna get overtaken at this point.
And that is 100% true. Facts. Tillersley trying to get past.
Someone has a pit. Oh, okay.
Oh, very close.
Moratelli went off, and the mechanic's already, and his teammate is in. I think the
Almost hit.
Mutka might have a problem.
Almost hit the BMW of Peter.
Yeah, he has a problem.
So everything is going wrong for Mazda at Brands Hatch at the moment. This is not the best way to end the GP4 OC like entry.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, Simon Mutka, who started last, is the problem, and you hope for recovery going into the feature race. Hopefully, it's better in the feature race. But at least he's made some progress going into the sprint race, so it's pretty much some positives here.
Into Hawthorne's corner they go. Blake Moore had a go. That's it's definitely not Igor Peter. It's definitely Koenig.
And now we have 5 laps remaining.
What are you doing? Why are you trying to overtake this corner? Don't do it.
He yielded, so that's good enough.
Why is Blake slowing down?
Of course, Nielsen is out of the race, unfortunately, because I just saw the marshal pushing his car, which is now a big shame because he got stuck. Now Koenig trying to get past Fitzroy. He wants to get that point, and he's just ahead. He's gone up 10th.
Then it can be said for Blake Moore with Patrick Borgie because he has him for company because he made a mistake somewhere.
Yeah.
James,
FG's dropping back, and he could be under pressure by Stewart. So the 1-2 could be could have to wait. Nice English.
I think we've
Our
got
third
5 laps
lone
to
in
go.
4.
5 laps to go.
Yeah. Fitzroy is still there with Koenig. He could try and overtake him for 10th place.
Actually, Borgie actually got past Blakemore at Dingledale, so that was a brilliant move, and I gone off.
No, he hasn't. I just saw it. He hasn't gone off yet. He didn't lose another place, so he's fine. And yeah, the battle for Saka is now getting interesting, and of course, Rubino Gonzalez has gained 12 places with this sprint race.
He's capitalized on everyone's mistakes.
Very much. Hopefully, he himself doesn't make a mistake, knowing his luck, but he's got to survive. He has to survive.
Drive to survive.
Yeah. The battle for Saka might go down to the final lap.
Yeah, probably.
And of course, yeah, Gonzalez does have a penalty, so at the moment, where would this put him? He could put him down where I think
think
15th or 14th.
it could be where Peter is right now.
Could be, but we'll see.
Oh, I think Sturt is actually really close to Blakemore. Is actually really
Peter, yep, Peter's going through. Gonzalez is now. Did he make a mistake? If I'm asking, because he's been overtaken now by Koenig. Well, when we say you can't afford to make a mistake, he kind of went on the curb, took too much of the curb, and yeah, slight error. So yeah, that's pretty much costing him. Could cost him a lot more time. Of course, he has a penalty, so he ain't gonna get punted at this point. Wait, is at this point? I mean, he wasn't gonna get points anyway, Zach, so it wasn't really a jinx.
Yeah, Gonzalez just tries to fight back. It's
Yeah, fighting back ain't gonna help because he's gonna lose more positions. And Martelli's off again at the same corner where he went off.
looks like Jaime Martelli really hates this corner, and thankfully
It seems.
he avoids the barriers.
Yeah, not the moment looking at the gap.
Yeah, what I would say was
Yeah, Stewart's actually got Posevchi. He's up to second.
that was actually
It's gonna, it's gonna, could be too late to get the lead, but I think Liverpool might hold him off. So yeah, Stewart is up to second, and I think I looked at the gap for Gonzalez. I think he will be just behind Borges, so he'll pretty much be 12th or 13th. Gonna be close between Gonzalez and Moore. And yeah, he's still stuck, so that's not a good sign. Of course, the yellow flags are not out for this one. FG trying to fight back, but not gonna happen, unfortunately.
Gonzalez is still on Koenig, but he's gonna do nothing, Gonzalez, because he has a 5-second time penalty.
Yep, indeed. And Gonzalez has been. Oh, he's now dropped 2 places, down in 12th.
I think Gonzalez made a mistake somewhere.
Could see that again. But now looking at FC, he had a look on Stewart to try and retake second place. It didn't work. He could have to settle for third from that. And yeah, he is down in 12th. Was in 10th, down in 12th. Lost up to Fitzroy and Borgie. And yeah, he's pretty much going to be finishing 14th point. And Fitzroy is trying to get past Koenig. He's through, or is he? They're still side by side, but Koenig holds him off. Oh, there was a tap. There was contact between Fitzroy and Borgie.
This
And
may
now the corner that Enzo, it was good enough. Fitzroy keeps it on the track, so that's good enough. But
at
he's
least
down in 11th as we're on the final lap.
Newville is gonna take another win, and I think that's gonna be her third win of the season. Yeah, it's gonna be the third win of the season.
Yep, indeed. Pretty much on a good drive from her. She kept her head down, led from start to finish. All she had to do is just keep the lead at the start. Now Fitzroy has been overtaken by Gonzalez. It didn't really matter. Fitzroy was still Galen at this point. Depends. As Nerville has just one more corner to go. And she will win the final sprint race of the BTCC season and for BTCC entirely. As Nerville is going to win the sprint race for Branchard with Stewart second, FG third. And it does mean that Persia are the 2020 BTCC Manufacturers Champion. And Arthur finishes fourth. Brenna de Barros finishes fifth. Jafari Blackwood, the leading Persia, finishes in sixth place with Brandon Jackson in seventh. Jake Tildesley in eighth. With Marva Koenig in ninth. Vinat Patrick Borgi in tenth, and Gonzalez would. Gonzalez does finish across the line 11th, but he will finish in 14th, I think.
Yeah, 14th.
Yeah, he'll finish in 14th. Sazonov in 15th, Moratelli a lap down in 18th, with Mutka in 16th, and who was the car behind again? For 17th. Yeah, it's Coconut. And that's race over. Again, the race winner for the sprint race, the final ever sprint race of BTCC. And here's the results. Nerva wins. And yeah, confirmation Gonzalez will drop down to 14.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So Fito will be 11th, Moore 12th, Peter 13th, and yeah, Gonzalez 14th.
let's have a look at the fastest lap. Who set the fastest lap of the race?
Um, yeah, pretty much. She only gets the point. And yeah, Sazonov.
He doesn't get any points because he's not in the top 10. Oh, that was the last BTCC sprint race of the series at the moment. In a couple of minutes' time, we'll do the feature race, which is actually the real final race of the BTCC, and we'll see you in a couple of minutes.
And we are back for this for the feature race for BTCC and the final ever race for BTCC. And we are looking at the grid for the feature race as we have Villeneuve on pole position, starting at the front with James Stewart in second, with Miran FG in third, and Michael Arfield in fourth.
In fifth place, we got Bruno de Borges in P6 and Jafari Blackwood. P7 is Brandon Jackson, and the Brit of Jake Tilsley in P8.
We have Marvel Koenig in ninth, with Patrick Borges in 10th. We have Zachary Fitzwater in 11th, and Blake Moore in 12th.
We got Peter in P13. Rabino Gonzalez would have been in P11 or 12 because he's got a 5-second time penalty, but he starts in P14. And Derry Sazonov and Simon Mukhtar in P16.
P15 and P16. Ian Carpenter in 17th, with Kyle Moratelli in 18th, Emil Nielsen in 19th, with Toby Holloway in 20th.
And the final two drivers of the final ever race is Johannes Martins and Julia Almeida.
Yep, and we have no rain for the feature race, and we get going.
Yeah, we're getting
Let's see.
rowing for the final time until we reach the other side of the river. Right.
Of course, all the championships have been decided for BTCC. It's just pretty much for pride. Just give it everything you've got.
And just do it. You just do it. Just do it for yourself. Don't care about anything else. Spotlights are on. Lights out, and away we go for the final time here at BTCC.
Yep, Newville had a good start, but Stewart had a better start. FG's getting bobbed down now. He could be under pressure. Newville holds on for the lead, just about, but Stewart's alongside. Stewart's still behind. Arford's up to third. FG done in fourth. So far, it's clean at the moment.
No one's shotting into anybody at the moment yet, so this is a very clean start.
Yep, indeed. FG, he's trying to get past Arford third. He couldn't quite work, but Arford's trying to use the slipstream.
Look at the dipper. Borges trying to go around the inside of Koenig into Hawthorne, but doesn't get the move. But Patrick Borges actually moved up into fifth, and he's actually very close to Miran Abji. This might go well into this corner, but everyone's keeping it clean. So I'm actually surprised by the start. I thought everyone's going to go off at some point.
So far, so good at the moment. Will it last? FG defending. From Jackson, actually, it was Jackson, not Borgie. Borgie's just way behind. Is at the back of the queue. New possessed the first lap, of course. Blackwood trying to get past the barrels for 6. There's Borgie on Koenig.
When we're seeing the backpack.
Now the foul for Mutka. He's got past Peter. Sazonov, I think he's actually gone past Nielsen for 17th.
And Jackson is very close to Miran FC. Through the dip they go into the corner, and here comes Boris going down the inside, but doesn't get the move done into a Hawthorne, which is a really good overtaking spot if you're in the
Blackwood. He can't. Oh, there was a contact between Tilsley and Blackwood. Blackwood shut the door.
Yeah, he took that shut the door thing a little bit too literally.
Yep. If no one's going for the overtake there. And Jackson trying to get past FG's not gonna work there. Gonna be under pressure. Could be under pressure with the barrels, but he's trying to have a go at FG on the outside. But the barrels is gonna have the inside line. He's ahead, and he will speed. He moves ahead. He's up to 5th place. Blackwood now down in 8th. He's been overtaken by Tilsley.
Patrick Borges trying to go around the outside of one of the BMWs. of Koenig.
Koenig, but Koenig kept him
Boris in
behind.
studies, you don't really send round one down the inside there, but you can at least try.
If he was aggressive defending, then no. But yeah, we've got Blackwood trying to re-overtake Tilsley for 7th. Oh, Mutka's going backwards, it seems. He did lose some places as Fritzl has been overtaken. Nova continues to lead, pulls away. Arfield, Redburn, Stewart. Stewart's not been able to close in on Nova, which is a bit of a surprise, but we'll see what happens. Nova keeping her head down and starting to pull away, but it is the beginning, so we'll see what happens. Nova sent first lap once again. Here comes Arfield. Borges. Has Koenig gone backwards? Same with Tilsley.
Yeah, Koenig and
They'll,
Tilson. I think they collided
yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah, they might have actually gone backwards because they were in the top 10 and now they're not.
Let's see what happens. Oh, I think they
Okay,
qualified the same corner. Okay, so
okay Tilsley might have been tapped. He might have
yeah,
been hit.
they got
He might have
tapped.
been hit by Blackwood and that forced him off.
But we
And yeah,
need to see what
and
happens to Koenig.
Koenig must have made a mistake or someone else went off as well, Sazonov.
Koenig is up ahead, Yuri.
Yeah, you just have to look at Sazonov. Koenig made the mistake on the final corner.
I think I saw Blake going down the inside of one of the BMWs. Of it was Fritz Waller or Ian Carpenter. I don't know which one.
It was Fitzwater.
Blake was into 11th place. Got past Fitzwater. Comes the in
Arfield.
trying to. He's under pressure from Arfield, who's here to go through West Bend. And can Arfield find a way to get past? Well, no, he's going to have to wait for Sheens or Attic Hill Bend.
Yeah, indeed. Nothing under pressure. Oh, there's a yellow flag up ahead. Oh, it's Arfield. Speaking of which, he's around.
He's binned it.
Has he hit the back of Stewart? Because Stewart's. Yeah, he has.
No.
Stewart, very lucky he didn't lose control of the car from the second hit.
Thankfully, the car didn't cut out. Otherwise, that'll be game over for Michael Arfield. He gets the Peugeot going again.
Yep, indeed. And yeah, unfortunately, Darlin lost. Because of that. Bruno de Barros under pressure from Jackson.
In the back there, we see Blake Moore trying to have a go up Fitzwater again.
No, he is ahead, of course. He's still ahead.
No, he dropped down a position. I think he got overtaken into Hawthorne, I think. He lost a position.
Well, he is still ahead just about as Mutka's got past Martins for 16th. Here's Jackson. He can't get past the barrels there. He's staying 5th for now. Borges on Blackwood for 6th. Can't go through. It's now Gonzalez is now close behind and he's trying to have a go. Borges.
Oh, very close.
He took a wide line, but he's fine. But he was nearly overtaken by Carpenter, and now Fitzroy is now up to 10th. He's got past more. Oh.
Looks like Fitzwater's favorite overtake spot is Hawthorne. They go through Clark.
Not Michael Clark, just so you know.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. Otherwise, it would be named Michael Clark. I think it would have been named Clark with a misspelling or something.
Fitzroy is now moved up to 9th. And now we have the two teammates battling it out, Moratelli and the Mutka for 15th. Martin's now behind. Trying to see if he can go through, but he couldn't.
Rosa Boris has stopped fighting the in front, and there's a Gonzalez drink forming. And Blakemore is covering off Jake Tildersley. Here they go into Hawthorne. Blake trying to go down the inside of the Australian Love Cup. No, wait, no. Fritzwell actually. Sorry. Yeah, rookie mistake.
You learn from this. Don't worry. Fitzroy was trying to go for on the inside on Gonzalez. Couldn't quite work. Oh, someone off in that Koenig.
That was actually really quick from a Koenig. How fast he went off was actually terrifying.
Of course, Bill would say that in the chat. Yeah. Now it's a battle for knife because Fitzroy has just compromised himself on trying to go for the move on Gonzalez, and Gonzalez put a big gap from Fitzroy actually.
Got passed by his brother's colleague Jake Tildersley. Jake Tildersley is the most unlucky driver on the grid so far, and here goes Blakemore trying to go around the outside, but he's got compromised by Peter.
Peter went for the gap and he got him just like that. Of course, Zach loves the feeling of co-commentary. Now Mutka, aka Corner. I had to go for the reference again. FG now under pressure from the barrels. And he also could be under pressure from Jackson. Oh no, I think you should be glad that Evan is not here.
Oh God! If everyone was here, he would have abused me by now.
Oh no.
Oh no. Anyways.
Yeah, Mutka is now up to 14th. Just on the leaderboard. Borges now in 6th. Blackwood. And that's now becoming battle for 4th. It's a battle for 3rd. God damn. Now the gap is 8 seconds between Nureville and Stewart, so Nureville's having a healthy lead at the moment. Don't say that, you literally just said that, Rob. Now we have a battle for the back. Moratelli and Arfield, right? Yeah. Buff was 21st. And now we move on to the battle for 4th between the Barrows, Jackson, and Borgie.
Yeah, currently at the moment, Bruno de Boros might get overtaken by the two Nissans, but Bruno de Boros is currently... Oh yeah, he might get overtaken by Jackson. Ground Slammer himself doesn't get the move on the Bruno de Boros, but he has to wait for Hawthorne.
More might have gone off somewhere because he's down in 18th. Yeah.
Yeah, Blakemore made a mistake.
Oh, he was overtaken by Mutka.
It's the same incident as race 1. The same type of incident that will happen. He got pushed off by a Mazda, and now he's down a couple of places.
Yep, indeed. Should hope Jafari Blackwood goes in for this battle for 4th. It's pretty much helping Mir Nevchi for 3rd place. He's pulling away at the moment. Jackson wants to get this move done if he wants to get a podium, but he can't. He's getting held up by the Barrows. Meanwhile, he could give his team, because now his teammate Borges now close down, but Jackson's having none of it. He wants to have a go. And he couldn't get it done. He couldn't. You think it's now invited Blackwood into this. Now Mutka's got past Peter and he's up to 12th.
The two Nissans are fighting. I stop fighting you two. You need to focus on the podium.
The podium. We have a pit call.
I think who's going to be the first one to go in?
For some reason we have a pit call. Oh, someone has a problem actually. It's Koenig who has a problem. He was even it's an unscheduled stop. He just has an electrical problem.
Yeah.
Well, most likely happened at 16. Okay.
Okay, and Patrick Borges
22 to
actually
28, I assume, yeah. Yeah, Borgie's gone through past the teammate, and then his teammate's gonna try and fight. Meanwhile, I think I can see that's Gonzalez going for the move on Blackwood for 7th. He's through, actually.
That's Gonzalez. That's Gonzalez. Yeah, it's Gonzalez who made the move on Jafari Blackwood. This is going to be like Bathurst. This is going to the pit stop count will be like Bathurst all over again, where everyone has to pit on the final couple of laps. So this will make
Deja vu.
Deja vu. Have I been in this place before?
Not.
I haven't even been in this place before. Jafari Blackwood is trying to get past Gonzalez.
Again, the teammates are battling.
Oh, GP clean you two, and Martin's
Yellow flag. That's Holloway.
yeah, this is a measurable end to his season.
He could be up, but he's keeping the car running a bit.
Yeah, and to be honest, this is a measurable season for Holloway because he only scored a couple of points here and there, and he only got P2, and I think got touched by Blake Moore. I think he actually got.
Was he hit? I couldn't really tell if he was. He must have been, yeah. No, must have been a mistake. I couldn't really tell. Yeah, there was no contact. He's just his own mistake. If there was contact, it would have been a slight tap. But that's just a mistake on its own.
Spin right in front of him, and here comes Jafari Blackwood having another go at Gonzalez. Onto the Hawthorne, and Jafari Blackwood makes the move perfectly around the outside.
Inside. And yeah, Holloway's now locked down, so his race is pretty much ruined. But I mean, he could be out. Yeah, he's out the race now. So
That's the end of our Holloway's misery season.
Yep, indeed. Not not the way he wanted to end. But yeah. Blackwood, he's actually been overtaken by Gonzalez, and he's now dropped back, and doesn't offset the fastest lap. So Blackwood, who was ahead of Gonzalez, is now back behind Gonzalez, and he's now under pressure from Fitzwater. It could have been the typical corner where he ran out of road or something.
Yep, yeah, indeed. Fitzwater and Carpenter are just getting a slipstream off each other it's just trying to make a move into Hawthorns. Josh of Zachary Fritz. Wait, have I made the same mistake? Wait,
No.
same mistake. Okay, yeah, okay. Because I remember I got mixed up. Okay, Zachary Fitzwater down the inside.
You tried it.
That was a very optimistic move into West Bend, that's for sure.
Yep, indeed. Gildesley.
Trouble. Oh, Mercer's gone off.
And he's around. That's not what he wants. He was actually doing well with that recovery. And it's gone downhill. And the other Mazda's gone off as well. Would that be a penalty?
Wait, who overtook? Okay, Okay,
It
good.
was the other mouse that got overtaken. So okay, yes, there's no penalty there. So that's enough.
And yes,
He's
Rob, the
through. He's
track
up to 12.
does not work well.
Now, okay, so Mutka's in the pits. Oh, he got damage. We might need to see a replay on that. Oh my god. So he's taken so much speed that he hit the wall. I mean, he's lucky he didn't lose a wheel there.
Yeah, he could have ended his race, but he damaged the floor.
That's pretty much bad to worse. He ain't gonna get points, and of course, he's now gonna be a lap down as well. Well, not as well, just a lap down.
One lap down.
Yeah. Yeah. The progress has gone, unfortunately.
Progress has just gone down like the entirety of the stock market at the moment. Okay. Let's say. Okay, Peter is very close to the. Okay, which is the BMW again? Don't want to get mixed. Oh yeah, Fritz Waldo. Okay, good.
Yeah, Martin's on the move on Tilsley. He's through. He's up to 13th.
Indeed.
Yeah, of course, there's a big train of cars behind pits where it seems. Well, Carpenter is closing in on Jafari Blackwood for 8th place.
Yeah. We have a train forming between the Robertson's trying to go for a move on the
Yes,
version
he
of
is ahead now.
yeah, that's pretty nice. Beautiful move from the Irishman, and Dirk's getting his first back marker. This might cause absolute problems for everyone. And yeah.
Yep, indeed. Here's Borgie on the barrels. They're starting to close in on Nevchi a bit.
Yeah, and Jake Taylor's still
Oh, we
trying
have a
to
yellow flag. It's Martelli.
yeah, this is a miserable day for the Mazdas. Let me tell you that.
Yep, that's a error. Very big error.
Now he's stuck in the gravel trap, and hopefully no one does a sled on the gravel trap and hits him.
But FG's not actually closing in on Stewart, it seems. So this is going to be a real bout for second place.
Because Miran FC trying to find a way to the Hawthorns. He's trying to go down the inside. Sturt is still
Lee,
ahead.
it didn't work.
Yep, that's right. NFC is still trying to find a way to get past Renault. The Renault was James Sturt. Apparently, if they didn't overtake, otherwise there would be a 5-second time penalty. Well, of course.
Yep. Yep, indeed, as Nelson's got a more for 14th.
Damn it. Right, Miran FC trying to go around the outside of James Sturt and defends the Swede pretty well.
Yep, indeed.
We're seeing a loads of trains of Blakemore. I think one of the BMWs almost went off.
Yep, it has actually lost time. I just saw it on the minimap.
Yeah.
They lose a bit of time, but it didn't go up that much.
Yes, and also, why are you saying yep indeed so many times? It just gets annoying for after a while.
It's typical. We all like saying indeed.
Traditions. Right. No, I think it was, no, it's not at the, yeah, you need to,
He was on the lap. It was the lap
He was on the
before.
lap before.
Well, he made this mistake before. Yeah, actually, yeah, he was 11th and
And
just
he,
forced off by Sazonov. And yeah, that was on lap 15. And then on lap 18, he makes an error. Lap 18? No, lap
16.
16. Yeah,
16.
16. No, it's pretty much the same lap.
Yeah.
At the
Mistake.
end of lap 15, made an error which was more time.
He stepped him over again. I would not like that.
And Mortelli is up the race. Of course, it was going to be bad enough for the Master team. And yeah, no points for them. That's confirmed.
Yep. Patrick Borges trying to go down the inside of the
But because that's the fastest lap, he could get a point from it, so it could be worth it.
I mean, he can get the top 10 if he actually tries, but
Well, he is a lap down, so it's a big problem.
yeah, that's a massive problem. She still couldn't find a way to get that past. They couldn't get past the Renault.
Renault.
The Renault.
Yeah, let's move on to the battle for fourth.
Again, but oh,
Yep. Now, if she alongside Stewart, can he get ahead of Stewart? That's the question.
no.
He can't get past. Did Borgie just get ahead? No.
No.
No, he didn't get ahead of the barrels. So far, it is helping Nueva pull away, but Nueva has pretty much a big lead. And pretty much she's going to win it at this point. Mutkus at another fastest lap of the race,
Yeah, 10
as
laps.
Armida's gone ahead of Peter for 16th, and now we have the teammates battling, but Borgie's going on the inside of the barrels, but he can't get the move done.
Bruno de Boris is just pulling up an absolute masterclass of a defense so far against the two Nissans, but I think eventually this defense will come to an end, but we'll have to wait and see.
It could come to the end at the pit stops, but we'll see. As Sazanov's overtaking his teammate Jafari Blackwood for 9th.
That is real pain for that's extremely painful for Jafari Blackwood.
FG, can he get ahead? He's just ahead, but they're side by side still. But FG goes through, and the barrel's trying. He's through. Same with Borgie and Jackson.
I think someone's gonna go off here.
Nope, not quite. And then it might have been a slight error from Stewart, pretty unusual, but yeah, we'll see what happens.
It's trying to get the slip. It's now getting the slipstream. But Jackson will defend to the outside.
Jackson lost a lot of time from that. Ain't good for him.
That made it look up some. I just saw the smoke coming out of the tires.
Um, no, it's now Volvo 1-2 once again. And now here's Borgin trying to have a go at the barrels for third. Look, this time, now we have, I think, has Gonzalez gone through? Yeah, he's gone through. He's up to 6th. Stewart's struggling right now.
Yeah, indeed, he's losing loads of pace after that overtake. It's just the Hawthorne Simon and obviously, and he's currently been damaged. Patrick Borges trying to go down the inside, but he never overtake there. Otherwise, someone's gonna go off.
I think Stewart might have been overtaken again, but we'll wait and see. Yep, he has, and he's been
Still
forced to be run out of road. Pretty much went wide.
loads of time.
They
Patrick
lost.
Borges actually gets his first podium of the season. I'll be actually very pleased if he does. Because, no,
And then we're on lap 20 out of 28. It's now getting. Oh, Borgie, he's through. He's gone past the barrels.
that's an absolute brilliant move by Borges, and it's a P3. That's absolutely brilliant. I think someone's gone off, I think. Because I saw someone falling down the order 2 places.
See.
Just me.
Well, Martins are now down in 16th. You see Sazonov, I think 8th, and now Blackwood is now right behind Stewart, but he's under pressure from Zachary Fitzwater. He's trying to get points. He can't get past Blackwood there, unfortunately. You'll have to wait. So it could be a 1-2 for Volvo and a 3-4 for Nissan, it would seem, if Jackson gets past the Barros. Yet some good things there. First defending guard. Now Carpenter trying to defend from Sazonov, which he does. Stewart holds off Blackwood, but Blackwood could be under pressure from Fitzroy, but he holds him off. Newview could be unlapped by Mutka.
But I think Bellanueville has already lapped. But going down the inside goes Jackson. Doesn't get the move into Hawthorne's.
Yeah. Probably this race has calmed down a bit, so it's fine for now. Oh, he's trying to go for the move here. The Barros goes off, way off actually.
Oh, you're gonna hit the Mazda. Oh, that's very close to the Mazda. But from our point of view, and I think he's beached.
Well, he's not far off the racetrack, so he could get it. Ooh, that was close. Fitzroy just holds off a 10th. Blackwood actually got the move done and Stewart for 8th.
W97 actually made a good point that he's worried that it might happen again, that everyone's going to run out of fuel, so need to keep an eye out for that. Here comes Gonzalez.
I don't think it's that.
Why is it
Pretty much when some drivers don't pit.
Yeah.
That's what he means.
Here comes Gonzalez trying to get a move into Surtees, but no one really overtakes there. Actually, name is Patrick Borgie.
Yeah. Nervo's gap is like 17.9. Yeah, you can just tell how comfortable it is. And FG could be under pressure from Borgi actually. And Sazanov's gone up to 6th. Has he? Yes, he has.
He's got past Carpenter.
Yeah. Good recovery from Sazonov. Nelson's now gone up to 11th. He's got past Tilsley. More.
Side, but doesn't make the move because that is way too optimistic by the young Brit. So Bordy's going to go around the outside of FC, but FC with his estate car, he's still holding on. Here comes Patrick Borgie, trying to have a go, but very close indeed.
Oh, bump. There was a bit of contact between those two.
Yeah, very aggressive racing from those two.
If you do not defend the inside line, but can he defend here? Can he hold him off on this long straight? Could help Robinho Gonzalez as well.
Yeah, if those two collide, Gonzalez could get an easy position.
Oh, this is close between these two. FG holds him off. Jesus, Borges.
He's just throwing hands.
Martins does contact between himself and Tilsley goes for a triple 360.
100 skill points.
Yep, I thought it was a no scope. Borgie on the inside, there's contact between these two! Again!
Borgie's really aggressive.
The pit goes have begun now. Carpenter in.
These are the first pit stops. Oh, I think Miran FC might stay out because he wants to go to he wants to overtake teammate. Blake doesn't get the move. Here goes Blake down the inside, but doesn't get the move on Pete. I got Peter, but Peter gets a little bit wide. But here comes Blake Moore and Orenfield go around the outside of Koenig, but he doesn't get.
Koenig got the move done.
Yeah.
Tilsley is out the race, it seems.
And my voice is gone.
The battle for second is going to be really interesting.
He's really aggressive to Miran FC. He doesn't like him one bit.
Nureville's in the pits.
I think FC is going to take the lead, but I think what's going to happen is I think one of them might stay out for the final couple of times. And Borges pours into the pits.
Yep, Borgie's coming in. Nureville will hold on to the lead, I think. Or will she? No, she won't.
Oh, Miran FC is in the lead, and Gonzalez is up to second.
Is he? No. You can tell how far Nureville was. Oh, and there's like
absolute meh for Blake Moore and Igor Peter. What happened there?
both of them just went off.
Almost synchronized spinning, and
Both of them just went off.
Mid-season, because Blake Moore is the most midish driver on the grid, I think, because yeah, he has the pace, but the always memorable moment I have of him is just P4 in Bathurst and P3 in Alton Park and Donington Park. That's the only thing I know about him this season.
Peter keeps it going. Don't know about more if he can keep it going. DeBarros is in the pits. You'll just about make it out of there. Nureville actually takes the lead from her teammate Miran FC. Borgie rejoins him 14th. Does FC have the pit call? That's the question.
I think Miran FC will pit and will have to pit no matter what. Yeah, I think Miran FC will pit. Basically, Miran FC just got his chances screwed over, I think.
Gonzalez now less than a second behind. FG staying out. Stasnov is in. He could be in the shot for a podium here. But we'll wait and see.
That's coming in.
Stuart, Fitzwater are in.
Marston's trying to go for Hilliard Media. There's 2 more laps to go.
No, 3 more actually. Well, Arfield's in.
4 laps to go of the entirety of the BTCC season.
Yeah, FG ain't gonna pit this lap, unfortunately, but you'll probably pit on the next lap, but we'll see. We start the penultimate lap of the race. FG does not have the pit call, but Gonzalez and Jackson does. So of course Yuri ain't gonna get penalties for that. So it does seem it will be a Volvo 1-2 at this point. We have Martins coming in.
Yeah, remember, I remember in if you don't box well, you get disqualified.
Yeah, that would mean pretty much a 30-second penalty, but yeah. But Gonzalez is right behind FG, and he's trying to have a go. It's 3 wide, nearly, but Gonzalez goes through. FG's getting mugged,
Yeah,
even though those two are pitting.
yeah, but
So,
most likely Miran FC might will get mugged by penalties, but
we'll see. As Nurville is going to start the final lap of the race
I
shortly.
the BTCC as a whole.
Yeah, indeed. Borges now gone up to 7th. Yeah, final lap of the race. And meanwhile, Jackson and Gonzalez are in the pits. So Borges just set the first lap, and would assume that penalties are going to happen actually. So from this moment, FG will get penalties. Same with the rest who didn't pit. Sazonov has set the fastest lap of the race.
Yeah, Miran FC will get a 30-second time penalty. 100% sure I think. But this is going to be the final time. This is the final couple of corners of the entirety of BTCC by Bella Neuville. And the final part of the season, the Volvos just were absolutely alive. Here comes the Volvo of Bella Neuville just to end off BTCC as a whole. As the Bella Neuville wins the branch hatch as the final race winner in BTCC as a whole. Congratulations.
Yep, indeed. FG will cross the line in second. It would have been a Volvo 1-2, but penalties will say hello.
Yep.
And that ain't gonna happen. Blackwood, he didn't pit either, and he will not get third. Borgie will get second, with Nelson crossed the line in fifth, Armidia sixth, with Carpenter seventh and Koenig eighth. Well, some of them have penalties. We'll see. I'm pretty much lost I'm out of order for this one. But still, cross the line 12th. Won't be 12th at this point. Martins in 13th, with Fitzroy across the line 14th, with Arfield in 15th, and Mutka in 16th, with Bruno de Barros in 17th, and I got Peter in 18th. And also Blakemore in last, he across the line. So FG, Blackwood, who's it?
Nelson.
Yeah,
Nelson.
FG, yeah, Nelson, Almeida, are gonna get penalties.
And Blakemore it's just pointless for Blakemore and I go Peter because Blakemore.
Blakemore and Peter pointless penalties. So to be honest with you, rescind the Moore and Peter penalties, knowing that they didn't pit and they finished
And
last and second last.
so Miran FC will be in 8th place, I think, and these are the final standings in BTCC as a whole. And this is actually, even though Bellanureville dominated the entirety of the weekend, let's be honest. Let's be honest. Let's be
And
honest.
Martin sets the fastest lap.
Yeah, this is the final time that BTCC will be in GP4C. Next season, we'll move to the IndyCar Series / Champ Car for using one of the 2000 mods, and this is actually quite a, I don't know how to put this to end off the BTCC series as a whole. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, indeed. So yeah, that's pretty much a wrap for BTCC. We'll say farewell BTCC, and we will welcome Chapcos. This has been fun. Pretty much the statistical goat of BTCC, definitely Jesus Perinin, of course, on how he dominated last season. But anyway, it's been fun. I've been Rahul Patel. He's been Blake Moore. Yuri's been the host. The new host of BTCC for this season after Joe had to step out of it with it. And we will see you next time. Take care and goodbye.